6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Hassan Gilani. First, the headlines. Prime Minister launched countrywide monsoon tree plantation drive by planting a sapling in Islamabad today. Finance Minister has appreciated Finland's continued support in renewal of Pakistan's GSP Plus status, which benefits the country's export sector. The United States has assured to augment cooperation with Pakistan in agriculture sector and to ensure food security in the face of climate change. Pakistan and Iraq have agreed to operate special flights for pilgrims on the occasion of Arba'in. Turkey will join South Africa's genocide case against Israel at the International Court of Justice today. Pakistan Cricket Board has announced squad for two-match test series against Bangladesh starting from 21st of this month. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif launched the countrywide monsoon tree plantation drive by planting a sapling in Islamabad today. Speaking on the occasion, the Prime Minister said at least 100 million saplings across the country, including Gilgit-Baltistan and Azad Jammu and Kashmir, will be planted to save the country from impacts of climate change. He said the tree plantation will help reduce air pollution. The Prime Minister directed the relevant authorities in the federal and provincial governments to play their role in spreading the plantation drive to every corner to make Pakistan a green and pollution-free country. He also asked all Pakistani citizens to help the government by fully participating in the plantation drive to save the country from climate change disasters and provide a healthy environment. On the occasion, the Prime Minister was also briefed about the area-wise plantation targets across the country. President Asif Ali Zardari has underlined the need for discouraging the spread of fake news and disinformation by promoting a culture of fact-checking and verifying information. He was talking to Chairman Pakistan Electronic Media Regulatory Authority Muhammad Salim, who called on him. The President advised that media should uphold the highest standards of journalism and play its role in promoting tolerance, unity, and ethical values in the society. He said that modern communication technologies have opened up new challenges and the media needs to play a responsible and constructive role in shaping public opinion. Minister for Information and Broadcasting Ataullah Tarar has said Parliament is supreme institution and it has prerogative of legislation. Addressing a news conference in Islamabad today, he said the Election Second Amendment Bill 2024 passed by the National Assembly and the Senate yesterday has consolidated the existing rule under which the independents were required to join a party within a certain period. He said Parliament, through legislation, has converted this law into rule. Ambassador of Finland, Hannu Ripati, called on Finance Minister Mohammad Aurangzeb in Islamabad today. The Finance Minister welcomed the Finnish ambassador and shared updates on Pakistan's economic performance, including rise in tax collection, increased remittances, and foreign exchange reserves exceeding $9 billion. He highlighted the positive evaluation from international credit rating agencies, which reflect stability of Pakistan's economic environment. He said these initiatives are aimed at enhancing economic stability and promote long-term growth. The Finnish ambassador expressed his appreciation for economic reforms and noted the improved fiscal situation of Finnish companies in operating Pakistan. Minister for National Food Security Rana Tanveer Hussain has said Pakistan wants to strengthen agricultural cooperation with the United States. He was talking to U.S. Ambassador Donald Bloom, who called on him in Islamabad today. The minister stressed the need for more access for Pakistani agricultural products to U.S. markets. He also emphasized the need to transfer agriculture technology to enhance agriculture produce. Donald Bloom said the United States will continue its cooperation with Pakistan in the social and agriculture sectors. He said his country is working on food security program in collaboration with the UNICEF in Pakistan. The ambassador expressed the determination to augment cooperation in the agriculture sector of Pakistan. He said the United States will help face climate change impacts on agriculture. Pakistan and Iraq have agreed to operate special flights for Pakistani pilgrims on the occasion of Arbaeen of Imam Hussain. A decision to this effect was taken during a meeting between Interior Minister Mohsen Naqvi and Iraqi Ambassador Hamid Abbas Lafta in Islamabad today. It was also decided that passports will not be collected on the entry from Pakistani pilgrims traveling to Iraq by air. Besides, visa quota for Pakistani pilgrims will also be enhanced. This is Radio Pakistan. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the BJP-led Indian government has announced the renaming of 45 educational institutions, roads and a playground to eliminate cultural and religious identity of Kashmiri people. Hundreds of educational institutions, roads and prominent places have already been renamed in the recent past. The occupation regime has issued an order directing the authorities concerned to organize events to mark the renaming. Political experts and analysts see this move as part of a larger conspiracy to erase the Muslim identity in occupied Kashmir. Meanwhile, Indian troops continued their violent cordon and search operation in the Khand area of Basantgarh in Udhampur district for the second consecutive day today. Moreover, the High Court of the occupied territory has slammed the Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha-led regime, saying that justice delivery has become a cruel joke in the territory. The United Nations has expressed horror over escalating and unabated Israeli strikes on schools in besieged Gaza. According to the UN Human Rights Office, OHCHR, the Israeli forces strikes on schools in Gaza martyred at least 163 Palestinians, including children and women, during last month. The UN office pointed out that at least 17 schools have been hit, raising serious concerns about compliance with international humanitarian law. It also voiced deep concern over continuing use of lethal force by Israeli security forces in the West Bank. Turkey will submit a declaration of intervention in South Africa's genocide case against Israel at the International Court of Justice at The Hague today. Addressing a news conference in Cairo, Turkish Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan said Turkey's intervention pushes the international community to recognize and address humanitarian crisis in Gaza. The ICJ had ordered Israel to refrain from any acts that could fall under the United Nations Genocide Convention after South Africa accused Israel of state-led genocide in Gaza. South Africa brought its case against Israel in December last, accusing Israel of committing genocide against Palestinians in Gaza. 24 Palestinians were martyred in relentless Israeli strikes across occupied West Bank during the last 24 hours. Meanwhile, Israeli forces are preparing for a large-scale ground operation in Gaza City. Israel has ordered residents and displaced Palestinians to evacuate the Beit Hanun area of Gaza City. The martyrdom toll of Palestinians in Israeli aggression on Gaza since October 7 last year has risen to over 39,600. In Nepal, 5 people were killed after a helicopter crashed in a forest near capital Kathmandu today. In the Paris Olympics, the United States is leading medal table with 24 gold medals. China is at second place with 22 gold medals, followed by Australia with 14 gold medals. Pakistan Cricket Board has announced a 17-member squad for the 2-match test series against Bangladesh, scheduled from 21st of this month in Rawalpindi. Shan Masood will lead the test team, while Saud Shakil has been named as the vice-captain. The first test will be played at Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium from 21st of this month, while the second test will be held from 30th of this month. And finally, the weather. Rain, wind, and thunder shower is expected in upper and central Punjab, Pothohar region, Islamabad, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Kashmir, Gilgit-Baltistan, and eastern and southeastern Balochistan during the next 12 hours. Heavy falls may occur at isolated places in north and northeast Punjab, Pothohar region, Islamabad, upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Kashmir, and eastern and southeastern Balochistan. That is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.